All right. Leon, hey, what's going on, man? Alrighty. 1 second here. Alright, so this is Bergsbruk by North Modding Company. Most of you guys probably know this group by the large number of mods that they have released for Farming Sim, many of which are on the Mod Hub. They have a pickup truck pack. I believe they were involved with the Homakra map, which is one of my favorite maps for logging in the game. Various other things they've done. They've made a huge impact. They got Wartaw into Farming Simulator. A lot of things they've done. So, needless to say, when they got announcements out about this new game coming out, I was pretty excited, and I still have hope, but my hope has kind of dropped off. It's going to be eventually a mining and forestry game, but right now it's a mining game. And so we'll just start here with, this is just the basic display. The first thing I would say is that there is no sound whatsoever. There's a sound that comes up when you open the game, but I have my speaker on, I have it turned up, I have no sound whatsoever. I do not know what the problem is, but I have absolutely no sound. Second problem, this is the main menu. Click the tutorial button, nothing shows up. And so I know I was talking to some people earlier today, and they were justifying it, saying, well, this is a beta. And I understand that. But the thing about a beta is supposed to be catching the stuff that you could not catch. Obviously, a group of people that are testing a product are not going to be able to catch everything. But issues like the tutorial button on the home page not working, that's ridiculous. Like, that should have been solved before it was released to the public. This is our options menu. It does not involve the joystick controls. It's only mouse and keyboard. A few options for graphics and stuff. The credits. Audio. I have all my audios turned up, by the way, to max, and nothing at all. And then there's nothing here but gameplay options. What else do we have? Patch notes. He did fix a few things last night, which was nice. I believe this was an error. Actually, both of these. No. All three of these were things I reported. In-cab camera had a problem with rotating. He fixed that. The tutorial is now linked in another part from YouTube instead of hosted inside the game. Got a misspelling here. And then you can move parts now with equipment attachments. I will show. Let's jump in here. Oh, here's the tutorial, and it will open a link on YouTube, which I'm gonna have to exit out of because it's gonna start playing in the background. No. Close. Yeah, close. Okay. So, let's hop in. So we have various modes here. Okay. It's an alpha. All right, well, that's fair. But again, this has been released to people like me who are going to pick it apart. And I think it's unfair to them. They did themselves a disservice by allowing it to go out in this state. It's just not ready. It's going to be a good game if they finish it, but it's like 35% done, maybe less. Various game modes here, a couple of which are not working. That's fine, understandable. And then single player, which is what I've been playing. I started this save last night. I do not like this part right here. It does not make any sense to have all these saves preloaded. I would like to have just empty boxes, and then I can fill these with saves. That's a very small detail, though. It's not really a big deal. They do have joystick support, which is what I'm going to get to right next. You briefly saw our man. That was our male character. We go to joystick setup. All right, so if you notice, there's absolutely nothing here. Now my joysticks are both plugged in, but there's nothing actually here, right here. Yeah, I understood, American Farmer. That's one way to do it. It's not going to work out because you're going to drive away people that would be interested, and you're going to have people look at those people that have become disinterested and decide not to purchase it. But this is a recurring problem that's been going on since the start. There's no joysticks whatsoever. So I physically move my computer, and I'm going to disconnect both of my joysticks. It's not fun at all. All right. Oh my goodness. That's not going to go back in. 1 second here. Trying to do this blind. Yeah, so this is ridiculous. I'm literally fighting with cords. There we are. Alright, so yeah, I physically moved my computer so that I can unplug my joysticks and plug them back in, and I have to do this every time I open the game. Like, that does not make any sense. Otherwise, this menu will stay blank. If I hit the escape key, which is like the universal way to get out of a menu, it doesn't do anything. I have to physically click back every time. And then inside these controls, and I need to take a screenshot here so I can share this on Facebook. And there's a sound right there. So there is sound, but there's nothing coming from the game. Look at this control menu. Like, this looks like the controls to the space shuttle. This is absolutely ridiculous considering we're just trying to have things go forward and backward, left and right, up and down. But this is what it takes to support 2 joysticks to run a very simple number of controls. This thing flashes. I do not know why. It is annoying as heck. But it flashes constantly, and it does not stop. But I will share these screenshots with you guys. Hey, Charlie. I will share these screenshots with you guys on Facebook. So if you do have it, you can use it. But again, the escape key does not work to get out of this menu, so I got to physically click back. Once you're in the game, it looks okay. I will say it does look okay. Exactly, Annalie. It should not take that much work to just hook up a control. Graphics wise, it's pretty decent. I can adjust the time of the day in here. One problem I have, I am a little bit critical, and that's just the way I am. But again, I hit escape naturally to get out of menus, and I cannot get out of this menu because I have to hit resume. This sky is just, come on. Like, what is going on here? Are we in a nature program? Are we like on the surface of the moon? I mean, what's going on? We got like the Milky Way. We got the Northern Lights. This is just, it's way too much going on. I just want a black sky and maybe a moon, but preferably just a black sky and like a little bit of ambient light. Like, that's all I need. There's no reason to have all these things going on in game. So we go, let's just set it for like day. Here's our HUD hider, which that's kind of nice to have. We have teleport modes. I have not used these yet. There's invoice, which I believe, let's see here. Yeah, I believe we can just give ourselves some money. Let's give ourselves 1 hour work for $1 million. And that did not work. Oh, okay, that's not working. Some of this stuff I've not tested yet, so I am kind of learning with you guys. But here we have the invoice, and I am not Ah, there we are. I have to add it $999 at a time. That's kind of annoying, but I mean, it works. Let's give ourselves a little bit of money. Alright, maybe, let's say 200,000. So again, this is something that, you know, $999 is a pretty low amount of money for working with equipment. You can't buy any parts with that in the game. You can't buy buildings. Like, very small issue compared to some of the other stuff, but it's still an issue. Let's go a little higher. Let's do 300. Okay, good enough. Yeah, this game is almost $40, which in comparison, ATS, someone would have to check this for me, but ATS, I'm gonna say is like 20 plus a two state DLCs is 40. So basically, you're about the price of ATS plus you know, it's a significant price. This is how you save the game. This is how you go to the main menu. This is how you go back out of the main menu. This menu here. This is the store, and then the joystick setup. Again, I keep hitting escape. Escape does not work. So, I'm going to show you guys something that I find utterly ridiculous. So here we are in the machine, all right? So let's say I want to save the game. So I hit escape, menu. There's no way for me to get back to that. Howdy. There's no way for me to get back to that menu I just was in. I have to physically leave the machine and then press M, and then I can save the game and do everything. So there basically is no way to adjust the menu from inside the machine. Appears my bucket disconnected overnight, which does not make any sense. But I think I got to start the machine. So I got another thing. I cannot. Well, it might be. Let me see here. Trying to remember if I can start without actually escaping to this menu. I don't think I. Let me try enter. Ah, we have sound. Incredible. Okay, so ATS is $20 plus 2 DLCs. Yes, that's about the price of ATS plus like Washington and Washington and Oregon, or Washington and Colorado, whatever. So last night I did not have sound. Today I have sound, so I have to take that back. Sound is working. But let's raise this up a little bit. That's not okay. Let's see if I can actually raise this. Nope. Ah, I'm on the wrong control mode. So this is another issue. There we are. And something happened with my controls because last night they were working. And now when I pull back, oh, by the way, F is the camera instead of C or whatever. Okay. I don't know actually. Oh, yeah. Okay. So my controls once again have rotated themselves 90 degrees. So basically, instead of boom up being stick back, right stick back, I'm using my bucket curl to go up and down. So I got to fix this, which is going to be very, very confusing. But I think with lots of steps, this does not make any sense. And by the way, I'm saying this as someone who has run excavators in real life. I'm not a professional by any means. I'm not an expert. Yeah, it messed up all of my controls. Alright. And for some reason, there it is. Okay. So we finally got connected. Now I got to go out of this, and I got to go back here, and I got to reference a message I got from a friend because they rotated my controls again, and I don't know what's going on. Let's figure this out. Now, I understand I played this about 10 hours ago. So it should not be broken, but it is. And I will add this to my mini bug reports. Alright, so axis left, 31 and 30. J-axis 1, J-axis 2. That looks correct. I don't know what is going on here. Because it was working. And I lost my key bindings. Which, without the help of a friend of mine, I would not have been able to get them figured out in the first place. I think I've said to at least one... Oh, here we are. Okay, so this should be 35. And this should be 36. Yeah, so I unplug and I lose everything. Now how do I get out of here? Back. Okay. So let's try this now. Sorry about that, guys. It's like a D8, I think. Hey, Nitro. Okay, so that is still not working. Yeah, I had this issue yesterday where the controls rotate 90 degrees. And when the controls are rotated 90 degrees, I don't know what's going on here. I really do not know. But I do not have joystick control. It broke from yesterday. So this is kind of what I'm getting at. You know, something as simple as just controlling the game. It takes a significant amount of time, and it's not. That's weird. Maybe can I move this? No. I think this is left. No. Listen. Okay. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Listen. Okay. Well, let's try that. Alright. Finally. Okay. So there we are. So it took, 5 minutes for me to figure out how to get the controls working for a second time. So that's what you should expect. And now, that's not working. That's bucket. That's boom. Okay. Nope. Still not there. Let's try this one. Listen. So it just remapped itself. Why does it do that? Okay, let's try that. Nope. Okay, so this has changed since yesterday. Nope, I'm wrong. Escape. Alright, so let's... And the reason I'm doing this live is I'm trying to show you guys basically how difficult it is just to get the controls to work. Alright, there we are. Alright, so there it is. Okay, so now I fixed the camera. So yesterday, if you look down the right way, you could get the camera to come up sideways. That has been fixed. So let's dig just a little bit. And I'm going to show you a couple other things. And I'm not saying this just to be mean or rude or trash the game. I really want to see this project succeed. But in order for it to succeed, there has to be a realization that, you know, we got to do better than this. Alright, so when I dig, as you can see, I'm pulling up boulders. Which that part is fine, that's understandable. It's not going to be visible dirt, at least not yet. But notice that inside the bucket, the dirt is disappearing. Look at that. Come on, last one. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. So the dirt in the bucket, without me doing anything, disappears. Just disappears back into the hole or wherever. I gotta just see it a little bit. Okay, so let's try to dig a little bit. I can't go too deep because we're gonna have rocks flying through the window here in a second, like that. So there's my pile. All right. And if you look, the dirt basically becomes part of the pile, which that part is kind of cool. If they made those particles about 1/8 or 1/16 of the size, totally. But I'm basically digging like big rocks out of what appears to be dirt. And that is kind of confusing. If you notice, my controls are really slow. And I have the most powerful hydraulic pump available. And I am running at probably half speed of what it would be in real life. Now if I dig too deep, like I said, you'll start to see it shake, and then the rocks just come flying up, like that. Well, that's another bug. Again, they're disappearing in the bucket. And some of the stuff I didn't even notice last night. But with all that aside, the fact I can dig anywhere is cool, and I like that a lot. The problem is that when I do dig, stuff like that happens, which, like, the ground disappeared, but I got no effect whatsoever. Alright, whoa. Too low. I'm pulling back, by the way. And it just really doesn't want to come to me. That's all the way to the right. So the hydraulic speed really has to be turned up. Someone mentioned something. Let me try this, actually. So every time I want to adjust the setting, I got to get out of the machine. Let's try. They said if I set my sensitivities to 0.1, it might help. So let's do that. 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. And I need to take a screenshot of this. That's top, that's bottom. Yeah, it has some of the issues of FS, and it has issues that FS does not have. And I'm going to show a couple of those here in a second. I'm just showing you guys a little bit of the digging. That's a little better. That's actually a little better. It doesn't make sense that sensitivity going down would make it respond faster, but whatever works. Okay, that's much better actually. Alright, so let's stop this for a second. Like I said, this video is my opinion. It's nothing more than that. I do not think this is a horrible game. I think it's an unfinished game. And I'm going to show you that with this wheel loader. So in real life, this is a 988H, basically, wheel loader. Very common in quarries, that in the K series. I work for a cat dealer, so see these things all the time. We actually have one in our yard right now. These in real life, with 99% accuracy, do almost never have quick couplers. So the quick coupler on there should be removed, and I hope they do at some point. But that's really not a big issue. The cab appears to be a cab of a Volvo. Again, not a big issue, but little stuff that I noticed. Let's hop in. I don't know what's going on with this guy's hands. He's just wants to touch something constantly. He does have a really nice headset, though, I will say that. Mirrors do not work. The steering wheel was stolen at some point. I don't know what exactly happened, but we lost the steering wheel, and we've just kind of been left with this kind of shell of an interior. So let's, gotta remember F for control. Okay, so I start this up. There, started. Yeah, Charlie, definitely. I mean, it's a huge step, and I am not going to in any way put that down. The point of this video is to say that this should not be released to the public as is. They could have sold a lot more copies than they're going to sell, because people are going to see a video like this, or anyone, and they're going to say, "Oh my goodness, you know, I cannot believe these issues," and that's really just part of the problem. So here is one of my favorite issues that I have found so far. Wheel loaders, everyone I have been around, everyone I've been in, when you pull back on the right joystick, or some of them have two, but if you pull back, the boom goes up. So I'm pulling back on my Thrustmaster, and it is not going up. Now if I push forward, it goes up. That's backwards. Now I'm afraid to adjust that, because if I adjust that control, I think it's going to break my excavator controls, and I gotta have one machine that works. Alright, but so that aside, it's backwards, but let's see something here. So I believe, yeah, so that's something that FS Miner pointed out in his video yesterday. You can connect attachments from a long ways away. Exactly how far, I do not know, but quite a ways. So a bucket curl is the right control, but that's not realistic. Like, you would never be able to curl back that much. Now bucket rollout, I gotta remember this, so I gotta go up to go down. Bucket rollout. Oh, nope. Bucket rollout that's the max bucket rollout. So if I wanted to load a truck, and the truck had a pretty tall bed, my bucket is basically almost straight. Like I can't dump material out of that. The rocks are going to get stuck in there. And I'm not going to keep playing with this machine, because I don't want to forget the controls that I use every once in a while in real life. But I believe, let me get out of here. Well, we got stretched ground textures, which that's a really small Oh shoot. Nitro there is not. No, this is a paid version. It is $40 basically. There's a little bit of a sale right now, but the price will go back up. So let's say I want to get rid of this machine, alright? Got my bucket in the air. I should never leave a bucket in the air in real life, but I'm just going to do this for this example. I go to the store. I want to sell this. So I go to sell. I move forward. I click sell. Now if you notice, the bucket defies gravity. And from what I know, I don't think there is a way to bring that down. That's going to hang there. I can hit resume, yeah. That's going to hang there until, I don't actually know when. Possibly when I quit the game, but I don't know. So let's say I want to buy a new machine, alright? So let's buy another machine. Let's see here. We got used, new, attachments, buildings. There's some cool stuff in here. You can buy a new engine for your machine. It comes in a little crate. Hey, Ponderosa. Yeah, I do have a voice. Again, I hit escape. I'm so used to hitting escape. I cannot hit escape. Got to cancel. I come completely out of the store. There's no way for me to go from buying an object to going to buy something else. It's one or the other. Attachments. Again, I want to buy something. Oh, no, I don't want to buy that. Cancel. I'm out of the store. That is very annoying. I did not realize you could buy trees. Well, that's pretty cool. I got a nice actually group of trees here. That's pretty cool. There's little stuff like this that I already like. I do. And that's one of the things. Alright, so let me not get distracted. I want to get... Oh, I can buy fuel. Ah, that's pretty cool. Okay. I'm getting distracted. I want to buy a used machine. I want to buy another wheel loader. So the price of this wheel loader is $444,950. I don't know how well you guys can see. I'll make it a little better for you. But I have $396,000 in my bank account. There are, Charlie. I'll show you that in 1 second. I do not have enough money to buy this machine, yet I can buy this machine. Now let's move my camera. And let's switch. So this machine here is $386, and I have $396. So I have enough money to buy this machine, but I can't buy it. But the machine that I don't have enough money for, I can buy. This one is $240. I have $396. Can't buy it. Oh, excuse me. I stand corrected. I can buy that one. There we are. There's one that actually I cannot buy. Or that one. Or that one. And it's very finicky. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. Alright, so let's see. I'm very curious about this now. 1 second, I'll show you in 1 second. I want to see if I can knock this floating bucket down. I gotta remember controls are backwards. Right, so let's see. Let me knock it down. No, we cannot. Ooh. Okay, yeah. So there is no way to get that bucket out of the air. It's just going to stay there. And that's alright. Buildings, you guys said. Let's have a look at buildings. So we have like a normal house. We got a bigger house. I wonder, can I walk inside? Okay, well the ground does not appear to terraform. But I can walk inside the house. I cannot move. Oh, there we are. Okay. Well, that's kind of interesting. Alright, let's go upstairs. And again, a lot of this stuff, guys, I am not familiar with, so I'm kind of learning it with you. Which is kind of cool. There's not very much furniture up here, or there's none at all, actually, so that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, that's one of the houses. Can I jump? I cannot jump over that. Let's go back downstairs. Okay, I'm going to sell off this wheel loader so that I can afford a building. I have never tried a building yet. Let's cancel that. Let's go back to the store. I'm going to sell this wheel loader. Sell that. And I want to sell this. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. I want to buy another building. So yeah, we got house 1, house 2, house 3, house 3 again. We got a pump jack, which is kind of cool. Another house. And wind turbine. Yeah, wind turbine. Another house. This is the shop here. Oh yes, okay. So there's a shop. I'm gonna purchase this. Oh no, I can't. What can I buy? Everything is very expensive. A small house. I'll buy this here. Okay, yeah. So we bought the house. And what do you know? Yeah, so it's partly in the ground. Let's see here. Yeah, I am unable to... Oh, no. I take that back. So there's a collision at the front of the house. But, there's something weird going on here. I cannot go inside. And I don't like that. Yeah, maybe I do. That's probably a good point. Now let's sell this house. Yeah, maybe I have to build a pad. Which ties in actually a very good point in a way. I'm gonna look at one thing here. We have, let's see. Ah, okay. So we have building materials that we can use to finish the houses, and that, I like that. That's kind of what the crane is for, I believe. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, that's quite interesting. Can I duck? No, I can't duck. I'm used to control in FS, but I cannot duck. Oh, hey! How you doing, man? Alright, so yeah. What else? I showed you guys engines. Service kits and hydraulics are kind of the same thing. You get a crate that has various items, and then you can buy stuff. There are no vehicles, but we have excavators, wheel loaders, bulldozers, a grader, articulated truck, a crusher, and then paving equipment right now. Yeah. If you guys want me to check out any specific type of machine, let me know. But I'm gonna I'm going to use what Inalay just said as a nice carry on to my next point. So here's our dozer. All right, I was just running a dozer today. I've run dozers quite a few minutes or hours, not minutes. I probably have 20 to 25, maybe 30 hours in a dozer in real life. I know how to run a dozer. I'm not good, but I'm not horrible. I'm somewhere in the average range. So let's. Oh, that's the wrong control. So let's raise our ripper. By the way, the ripper does not work. I can lower it, but if I go forward, nothing happens. Let's lift my blade. Oh, wrong control. Yes, one moment. I'm gonna rip I'm gonna show you guys what ripping does, which is nothing. Yeah, there's nothing happens. Alright, so that's my joysticks. In real life, my right joystick, which is what I'm using now, would control my blade, which it kind of does. I'm going to control side to side. But, up and down, nope. Up and down, so I will see here. Oh, by the way, you have to, my zoom is backwards for some reason. So if I want to zoom in, I have to go the opposite way I'm normally used to. If I pull back on the joystick, the track moves. So that's very unusual. Now let's move this up. And if I move forward with this joystick, the track moves. So basically I'm running like a Bobcat skid steer. Like an old Bobcat skid steer where you have the two controls and you have to push forward and pull back, whatever. And I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I have my blade control on my left joystick. I cannot raise or lower the blade without again adjusting my controls. And if I want to raise it and lower it on the keyboard, I have to use control and shift, but it's right control and shift for the blade, which is the front of the machine, and then it's left control for the back, which again, in my opinion, is backwards. And if I just want to move this thing out of the way because it's kind of like a giant paperweight, I can't just hit W because W only moves one track. I got to hit W and up arrow to get it to move. And as you can see, it is painfully slow. Probably 1 mile an hour. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a really good comparison. Absolutely excellent. Let's put the blade on the ground. Oh, I can clip through the ground. That's pretty cool. That's completely unrealistic. Now, there's our inside cab. The man, again, is just wanting to touch something. He's just kind of fidgeting around. Let's turn this off. And let's get out. Yeah, you have a good point. This is too small to be a D8. Because the character's probably like 6 feet tall, and he would not be looking at the top of the track. This is like a D6. Well, a D6 high track, maybe a T. So basically, I have been unable to use the dozer, which really, really annoys me. The dozer is one of the main reasons that I wanted to get this game, because I've tried dozing in FS, and it's terrible. And then I come here and the controls are just all wonky. I also cannot really stand on stuff. I can stand on some parts, but it's weird. It's just very weird. So Hey, MN guy, how's it going? Yeah, I would say D6 NLA, D6T, maybe D7. Probably a little bit smaller than a D7, but it's a high track, so I would say at least D6T. It looks like it's underscaled. Um, that Ripper is about the size of one that you would use on like a D8 or D9. So the Ripper is too big and has no function, and yeah, it's just interesting. Um, Someone mentioned that they wanted to see mining in trailers, correct? So let's go over here. Let me get out of the way. I keep hitting escape and escape does not work, and that really annoys me. Let's try this again. Alright, so mining. What was. Someone asked. Let me look. Oh, mining in trailers, yes. So mining. Used. There's nothing in mining in trailers. Nothing at all. There's paving. There's a paver. I do not know if it works, so I cannot give an opinion. But there's paver, and there is. Here we go again. Yep. So $56,000 for this machine. I have $220,000, and it will not let me buy it. But yeah, paver and roller are the two paving machines. And then let's go out. Yeah, no, it has issues. I just looked at that. Yeah, I don't need to look at that. Let's see here. Utility has the utility object. Trees, okay. That's trees. Let's see here. And every time having to go back to the store is just, I don't know. We got two crushers. I have not used these. I don't really plan to use them until the wheel loader actually starts working. Those are our two crushers there. Big and a small. Let's see here. Oh, attachments. If you guys want to see attachments, I'll run through these very quickly. There's only, I think there's only one bucket, one or two Oh, there's a couple buckets for the excavator, but it's pretty limited selection. Trucks and cranes. We got our articulated truck, which I think I am going to buy this. I'm going to buy that. I have no clue. I really do not. Hank, I really do not. It's a disservice, like I said, to themselves, because people are going to get frustrated very easily. So apparently I'm on top of a plateau, and I don't know what's out in the distance. Let's explore a little bit after I check out a couple of things. Let's just look at. There's our crane. Yeah, there's our crane. Really big crane. I have almost no plans of using it. There's really nothing to lift at this point. Let's go back. Graders. This machine particularly frustrates me. Graders are one of my favorite machines in the world. I have learned to run graders. I'm not very good yet, but I am learning. And this model is just so poor quality. I mean, it looks like a cartoon. And it's the worst model of all the models, and I really don't understand. It's like they just really wanted to add a grader, and so they just tossed it in there. It's just, yeah, it's frustrating. Good question. Let me check that. Let's see here. Store. Used. Dozers, I believe there's only the one dozer. Again, it does not. I do not have enough money when I clearly do. Yeah, there's only one dozer. Let's. Oh, I told them about this. This is misspelled, and they have not fixed it. There's loader 1. There's loader 2. Loader 2 looks like a Volvo, like a L220. But it flips over so easily that I will not be using it again, at least until they fix it. I rolled it over just... Oh, actually, never mind. Why not? I'll buy it. Oh, I can't buy it. Never mind. Let's see if I can find one I can buy. Not enough money, not enough money, not enough money. Yeah, Ponderosa, it's very frustrating. Ooh, there's one. Okay, so I can buy this one. I'm going to buy this. Now I have negative $149,000. I'm going to show you this. The graphics at sunrise or sunset, aside from the kind of Mars-looking issue out in the distance, graphics are actually pretty decent, like at this time of day. But again, I gotta go. Can I just... Which of my controls is this? Yep, exactly. Up, down, up, down. There we are. Yeah, I do not want to practice doing that backwards. But I should be able to flip this pretty easily. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so if I leave the cab... Okay, so he must have fixed... There was a bug yesterday where if you left the cab, the wheels would spin violently. But I don't think that issue exists anymore. But you see how quickly that flips over. There's just no way. Now here's something interesting. Can I cheat money by buying things with less money than I have and then selling them back? Let's sell this. So I sold it and I got negative $9,000. Yeah, that is, a good point. Very good point. Alright, so someone was asking about excavators. I'm going to look in the other direction. And there's our big excavator. All the excavators, by the way, have tilt rotators. Nope. Trying to find one where I can actually buy it without having enough money. Come on, it has to be in here. That one was $0 and I still couldn't buy it. Let's go back to invoice and I'm going to buy Okay, so that's one way to get more money. You can get 4,000 at a time. Watch our sun go down. So basically how I would describe this game. You're basically on like a desert island. Excuse me. You have the ability to get money, but there's no one else around. There's no customers. You're the only person. There's no one to interact with. There are no trees. There are no buildings. It's basically like you landed on Mars. Like your spaceship crashed. You landed on Mars, and now you're trying to basically hack a living out of the kind of cold and unforgiving environment. So let's increase the hours. That's a good point. Ah. Good. Thank you. Alrighty. That's much better. Much better. Okay. So let's try this again. I'm going to get our biggest excavator. There she is. Okay, and we're going to find out if there are different attachments. Yeah. That does make sense. That was my fault. I can't blame them for that one. It does appear that these are all the same bucket. That's the bucket I'm using. That's kind of a longer bucket. There's a wheel loader bucket. Yeah. And these buckets, by the way, do not match the machine. At all. Let me get into this. Let's start it up. So, options. We do have the ability. Yeah, here come the northern lights. So we got basically like a. I mean, it looks like a fireworks show up there. It's just too much. It's just way too much. You can do custom text. You can do various lights. Nope. Yeah, so let's try this here. So we got lights along the side. We got various options. I think that was like a logo or something. Yeah, that would be nice, but yeah, no, there's just... And that was something I mentioned. For some reason, they decided to give us exhaust pipe options, which is... I don't know. A little bit unnecessary, I would say. There's not really a lot of people that are going out customizing excavators. And the last thing you would be customizing would be that. Oh, look at that moon, man. Again, it looks like we're on Mars. You know, and there's just, the moon is just ridiculously large. It's just, yeah, I don't know. So we got our lights here. We got lights everywhere. And they're all yellow, and I don't like them. So I'm going to try to switch away from these. Nothing. Okay, so that's LEDs. Now that's cool right there. That's pretty cool. Let me get rid of all of these here. So we can switch from yellow light to white light by switching the type of light. That's a nice detail. I like that. I'm gonna go with nothing there. Thanks, Ponderosa. Really appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Trying to figure out what slot is which. That's that slot. Okay, yeah, so these are the two insides and these are the two outsides, it appears. Hey, Lone Wolf. That's a nice light to the side. It's kind of useful. It's probably about all the lights we need. We also can wash the machine, which cleans it up. That's pretty cool. There's a huge gap between the cab and the body. Not sure what's going on with that. And just more lights. We got beacons, we got more lights. My FPS drops when I turn the lights on. I'm at 21 right now. If I turn the lights off, I jump to 25. So, and then if I go to the day, if I step out of the machine, I got 44. So there's a significant difference. Notice how bright it is also, being the middle of the night. So now we have individual track control on this. That's slow as molasses. Nope. Space. Okay. Yeah, so these buckets, well, it does not appear that I cannot move my own bucket with the machine. Let's try. Nope. Oh, there he is. Bucket is incredibly heavy. Where do you see chubby kittens? Alright, so there's that. Whoa. Depth perception in this game is about as bad as FS. Meaning it's really hard to tell where you are. I don't think I'm going to be able to turn that around. Yeah? I could have a look here. I cannot turn that around. Can I attach? No. I'm not an excavator operator. I can do basics, but let's use the tilt rotator. Okay. Alright. So that's our biggest bucket there. Yeah, I don't see very much back there. I don't think I can get up top. Oh no. Oh, actually I can. Maybe. There's no engine in there. And no hydraulic. Other hydraulic lines? Oh, they kind of terminate at nothing. That's not good. Now you got me looking at stuff. We got a hard line running there. Oh, I gotta turn these lights off. Alright. let's see here. We have... Yeah, we don't have much. Yeah, there's really no hydraulic lines. Lumberjack Sim, I am definitely going to be streaming that. What I'm waiting for is some of the mods you're working on, and then NLA and some other guys. Because I really want to give that game a good opinion. I don't like this night, so I'm gonna skip today. Go about. Oh, it's right there. That's good enough. I do not know. My knowledge of games is not that good. One thing I have not showed you guys yet is you can adjust the this. It kind of looks like a Volvo, like an A40, but the tires, I'm not a real fan of the tires. Let's go escape here. I'm going to adjust this. We're going to go all red, and then I want to kind of have a Volvo yellow. That's close. And then how about this? Ah, dang it. Like, there's no way to make those rims a different color. Okay, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And once I start to get stuff like that, I'll be able to. The reason that I'm saying the things I'm saying and showcasing this the way I'm showcasing it is because I and NLA and others, I'm sure, could have helped test this. We know equipment, we know games, we know this type of game. We could have helped. We were not given the opportunity to help, and when you're not given the opportunity to help and you know you can help, then it's frustrating when the result is kind of what you expect. We got custom text there, but I really don't want that. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Absolutely. Let me move this truck over. Steering is really slow. And it kind of... Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to go down there. And my steering is not very good. Let me do one thing, and then I will do that for you. By the way, notice how absolutely blinding it is in game. Let's see here. I think my lights are on. Yeah, my lights are on. Enter. Escape. Alright, that's better. Still too bright. Let me adjust this. Okay. Alright, so that's... I want to load this truck first. Oh! I can walk through the frame. So after this video is over, I'm gonna have to go back and there's supposed to be a chain there in real life. Now let me see something here. How do I dump the truck? Shift, control, nope. Left up arrow, maybe? Is there a way to dump the truck? Tried everything. Tried shift, control. Up and down. Ah, there we are. Okay. It could be worse. So let's I'm going to have to make a number of bug reports from just this video. Alright, let's try to load this truck. Let's try to do it from inside the cab, and then I will do the pressure test. Okay, so that's, I believe that is full bucket curl. Yeah, that's full bucket curl, which is not really going to be very useful. My dirt disappeared again. This is going to be really difficult. I'm beginning to feel like one of those, you know, those games you see on like Facebook that say no one can pass this level. Like this game accurately could say no one can pass this level. Now let's see if we can. I gotta park this like right next to it. Hey Ryan. Alright, let's do that. About as close as it's gonna get. Okay. Let's try this again, eh? Alright, so let's try to dig again, alright? Nope. I got one rock. And I missed. Okay. There. Okay. So again, when people tell me this is a beta and none of these issues are really that big of a deal, you know, look at the stuff we've caught so far today. I think I just missed. I think my bucket rotated. It did. By the way, in real life, I do not know if anyone makes a tilt rotator for a machine this size. That's pretty much unheard of. There, I lost. And I'm not going to try to fill the truck. That's hitting the truck. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. It does have potential. It absolutely has potential. And I'm trying to be fair as well. I'm trying to reason with people that are going to defend it, even if. And I was talking with one guy today, and I asked him an honest question: if you were playing a game, and what is going on here? Why can't I? There's no way that's boom up all the way. Well, I guess it is. Should be able to go up a little bit higher. But I asked him if you had a racing game and you had to turn your steering wheel left to go right, you know, and it was beta. Was basically that be acceptable? And he said it was, and at that point I knew that the conversation was pointless. Like, yes, it's a beta. Yes, it should have bugs, being a beta, but it should not have the bugs it has. And another thing, and I'm not saying this to be mean, but there really is no point of me digging this hole. Like, I can dig the hole, but what am I going to fill it with? You know, getting the dozer to work is way more challenging. Whoa. I don't know what is going on here. That's bucket rollout. I need way more boom up. I need way more boom up. Yeah, I think I remember you, Jaden. Nice to see you in here. The landscape, like I said, it's like I'm on the moon or Mars or something. It's actually pretty incredible. Yeah, so I'll do 2 more passes. Trying to shake these rocks out without tipping the truck over or some other issue. Alright. That's good enough. Alright, so that's truck loading. Alright, I did like a fourth of a bed in. Oh, by the way, I can boom down through the ground until that point there, but I cannot pull back up. All right, I'm gonna leave this in the air, which again is not technically accurate. Someone was asking about the crusher, so let's have a look at the crusher. Yeah, the price is the big problem. Used machines, crushers. Spot this one. Now, if memory serves, oh, by the way, look at the belt. So the belt moves when the engine is not on. Well, that's fantastic. Seems like it, and from what I heard, they only sold 100 copies. Alright. What is going on here? I feel like I'm moving, but I don't think I am. So that's not really a very useful interior view, but that's alright. Okay, let's move the excavator over. Ooh, I'm almost smashing into my machine. Oh, that's about a third of the load. Maybe it. Let's back up. Yeah, so I'm going to make a bunch of bug reports based on this stream. And see what they fixed, you know? That would make sense. But I don't know how this helps them, I guess. Oh, look at we got tracks coming through the idlers. Up front. One thing that me and several other people had been asking for a while is, I hear it is alpha actually, so I think I was wrong on that. One thing I was asking for a while is, hey, we want some pictures, we want videos, we want gameplay, whatever. They were very tight-lipped, and I can kind of see why. It doesn't make it any better. I just think they really did not want to own up to it. Yes, I agree 100%. And if I were not a streamer, if I were not buying this to showcase to you guys, I would not have bought it. Like, I saw the trailer and I immediately was like, But I wanted to showcase it, and I think it's worth showcasing, and I think it's worth having, and I hope that things will improve. But I don't know. I do not know. Alright, so that's about as good as we're going to get. Let's... Oh, no. Alright. So I'm going to try to load the crusher. If memory serves, the same rocks come out of the back as come out of the front. Okay, I missed. Okay, so I need more bucket curl because I want to keep my material from falling. I think that fell into the crusher. Yep. Let's see what comes out the back. Nothing so far. Did you guys see anything? Ah. Repair, attach, cruise, no. Is the crusher shutting down when I get in? Right, let's try this again. I would be using the wheel loader for this, but again, my controls are backwards, and that's not how I want to practice. I don't see anything. I don't see anything at all. Huh. I do not see anything at all. about there. Yeah, definitely. That's kind of what I'm here for. I will be the person to play and let you guys know what I find. I don't think that crusher is working. And I got a weird brown object that now I want to dig up. Because I'm hitting something. And I don't know what that is. You see that in the hole? Hitting a brown object. This is the thing about having a sim where you can dig everywhere. Every time I find a I can try that. I got curious as to what I'm digging up. I'm gonna dig at this for just a second more. There's something there. It's like a piece of terrain. That's a good point. I'll try that with the in just a second here. Like I said, there are things I like about it. Like this right here. I'm having a good time. I found something interesting, and I'm going to dig it up. But what am I digging up? Am I digging up a bug? I mean, it appears I'm digging up a bug. I'm going to try to clear this area right here. It looks like we got a terrain object or something. Like it's under the ground. Yeah, it might be a different layer. I'm gonna find out here. Let's do a little bit on this side here. Oh, those physics are depressing. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I see something. I need a bigger bucket. I need like a 60-inch on this thing. This is a big excavator. It's like a 390. But I am not having much luck. Alright. Ah, yes. That is a different type of ground. You guys are correct. Yep, see the brown rocks? Which is kind of backwards. The brown should be dirt, and the gray should be rock. But I'm pulling up what appears to be dirt. That's kind of cool. I like that. This is kind of cool. I like this. Not $40 scoop, but it is cool. Alright, one more scoop. Alright. Nope. That's good enough. Yeah, so here's our hole. We got some kind of material down there, and it's interesting. It doesn't look that particularly good, but it is nice to. How much tilt? I can rotate it all the way around, but my curl in is pretty bad. I'll show you here. That's max curl right there. Yeah, that's max curl right there. Seems like it does, and seemingly for any price. There's out. Out is decent, in is not. So. Alright, last thing we're going to do tonight. I'm not going to hop off. The house went poorly. I think I need to... I believe on the house I need to... prep the area beforehand. It does not appear that I can back under that. No, I cannot. Oh, I can back into it. Well, that's definitely a bug. Alright, let's get back in this thing and see if we can figure this out. Does anyone have any clue? That's the engine on, that's the engine off. We're able to accelerate. Yeah. I have no clue, guys. No clue at all. I think this is worse. Cattle crops in some ways is like FS17. This is not. even there. Yeah, no clue. I have absolutely no clue at all. We're going to conclude this stream by driving until the truck flips, which I'm going to assume is going to be very quickly. And there it is. There it is. Amazingly, some of the material stayed in the bed even though I flipped over. I mean, these things do flip over, but I don't think they're quite that bad. There also seems to be no RPM sound. Oh, there we are. We got some articulation. Yep. Alright, so let's walk back up here. And someone, okay, start work. I gotta find that, and then I'm gonna hop off. Because I think I've seen everything I want to see for now. It's very rough. Yeah, and the rocks are just incredible. I'm digging 6-inch boulders in flat ground. I'm not flat ground, in sandy ground. Let's just have one more look, and then I'll head off here. Start work. Did you see what was the control for start work? Start work. 4. And that, okay. There we are. Oh, that looks... Alrighty then. Okay, well, it's something. Yeah, that was it. Thank you. Really appreciate it. So yeah, that's Bergsbruk. Not much more I can say at this point, but thank you guys for watching. Thank you Ponderosa for the super chat. Please subscribe, and I will be back in the very near future. Have a good night.